They're not even cooked yet. Shut up. Hello? So I'm headed to Greece tomorrow. Country, or at least the capital, is literally on fire. It's 104 degrees, and the country is spontaneously bursting into flames. And you don't think the entire world revolves around me? It's just crazy. What's up, homie? um, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm never leaving my house ever again. So I'm just gonna watch videos. We were planning on going to Egypt and Israel 2 years from now. Spain. We were gonna do Ireland, Scotland tour, and then this Greenland. Well, then again, maybe we should go to Greenland, Iceland, and Newfoundland. I don't like the heat. I'm leaving. I'm leaving tomorrow. I was ready just to call it a bad trade and just junk the whole trip, but it's not so bad on Crete and it's not so bad on Santorini. It's Athens, which was why I was going. I signed up for an 8 hour tour. An 8 hour tour. I was basically touring the entire city, all the ruins, the Acropolis, everything. And I don't think they're not even going to allow people to go. So I just bought a bunch of ice packs. I got the backpack with the water cooler in the behind me. I got I'm just bringing ice packs and water and just, you know, try to make the best of it. But I will be longing for the evening, I assume. At least it's not hot. I mean, humid. I mean, I'm used to 90. I could go 95 and humid in New York. It feels like 120. I survived the subways of New York City in the summer. I'll survive this. But more importantly, people, more importantly, what an incredible day, right? You guys know about lazy summer bull market days where the market opens up. If you ever wanted to see or experience what 1999 trading was all about, today was that day. You walked in and you're like, oh, look at the market slightly gapped down. How cute. As if we were going to go down, right? And then it actually tried to go down. You made it 4 minutes. We haven't gotten past, there's a 7 minute window, it seems. You guys ever play 7 minutes in heaven when you were in like sixth grade? You go into a closet with a girl and supposedly you're spending 7 minutes in there. You could do whatever you want. And basically you look at each other and you don't do anything. Anyway, it's like shorting the market right now. You're thinking about doing something. You're thinking about getting excited. You're thinking something's going to happen, and then nothing happens. And then you go right back up, which is the check mark of the Lord or the dip in the rip. So it's a big check mark. Market opens up a little bit weak, tries to get a little weaker, breaks the VWAP, breaks the 930 high candle, and then goes up all day. There was nothing to do after 10:15 today. But if you know what I know, you knew just to sit back and enjoy it. Qs, SOXL. How about Palantir finally, right? We got over $17.12. You got the 1750. My list of stocks is incredible. And like I said, I built a hedge fund just to prove to everybody that I can do it. And, it's still up about 120%, which is it's basically 3 months old. And the next time the market pulls back in 2027 sometime, I'm going to prove it again. And this time I'm really going to do it. I'm going to have my dog walk across the keyboard. And then whenever 3 or 4 symbols come up, I'm just going to buy that stock. It's called the random walk theory. It also is another idea that I subscribe to, that you can throw darts at the newspaper, pick stocks like that. You could have a monkey take a shit and throw it on to a board and pick stocks like that. And you'll outsmart 65 or 70% of people that think an education is what it takes to pick stocks and learn how to make money in the market. By the way, my father is a teacher, is a highly intelligent fella. He taught me the most important lesson that anybody needs to know. Over any given amount of time, the market never goes down. Over any extended period of time, the market never goes down. It doesn't. I mean, you play pump and dumps, yeah, you're going to get killed. By the way, that stock hasn't come out of the halt yet from Friday. Imagine that. Imagine buying a stock and being halted over the weekend, and then Monday it's still not out of the halt. Crazy. But just with a little wherewithal, a little knowledge, and a little experience, today was that kind of day where every mistake you might have made this year could have been rectified. There were some really, really nice trades today. Palantir was the big one. AAOI got bought on the dip. I thought the move might have been over. Got bought on the dip, got paid, and then the best part about it, some trading. Again, I didn't trade after a certain amount of time, but beautiful long, and then that turned into a decent short. That's the kind of action I like. But right now, again, this market is proving everything that I've ever said about the market. You don't need to know much except for momentum, fear, greed, VWAP, and price. And don't own AT&T. I think it hit 30-year lows today. Let's get up for AT&T. Everybody used to own AT&T, right? What a waste of money. Imagine being in a stock for 30 years, right? You think long-term investing always works? Still got to pick a decent stock. Anyway, that's why the market goes up. Stocks do not. That's the fun part. Market always goes up. Dow Jones, SPYs, Qs. But again, randomly pick 5 stocks and you're probably going to get 3 losers. 2 will be all right. But that's what's so unique, that I only picked stocks that were coming out of a certain 3-year, let's call it a 3-year base. Obviously, it's good, right? 19 that I found so far this year, and all 19 are profitable. I don't know about half these companies, nor do I care. I pretend that I know Palantir. I don't know what that stock. I don't know what they do. Nobody knows what they do. They're clandestine. But the bottom line is, it's a day like that, a day like today, you walk in, you're buying Q options, you're doubling and tripling your money. Just it's opportunity everywhere. And again, don't make the same mistakes you made last time. And that's how you learn, right? That's how you learn. I mean, that's it. It's not about learning about these companies, right? Don't give a shit who owns it. Don't care about, which funds are involved. If the action is telling me to get involved, then get involved. It's very you like that, right? I need a new one. It's getting dirty. I called them and they thought I was nuts. I'm like, you got a very specific hat. I like the hat. Is there any chance you could find me another hat? Nobody got back to me. But this guy's been around. Stevie B's been around. Stevie B, is there nobody does what I do, right? He sees it every day. But more importantly, I'd like to ask you something. I appreciate you guys follow me on YouTube. Follow me on StockTwits and follow me on Twitter. I do tend to post some interesting things on there from time to time. I'm done debating with people. I know there's no point in debating with trolls. That's been my downfall the whole time. I don't know why I entertain. It's not even entertaining. I don't know why I go back. There's no winning. If you're an anti-Semitic douchebag, nothing I say is going to change that about you. If you think that I'm not doing a good job, and I got 890 people, and there's 2 guys over there going, nah, he doesn't know what he's talking about, and 890 people over there say, nah, he pretty much does. I'm going to go with the 800. That's called the majority rules. Majority rules. So my problem was, and this is a problem that I used to have. I tried to please everybody. That's impossible. And then I would actually I would focus on the negative, because I would try to convince the negative people that they were wrong about what they might have or may not thought of me. And they're not going to be convinced either, right? I've got people that have dedicated I'm flattered that, a couple of people out there dedicate their so much time and effort to try to say bad things about me. It's cool. I appreciate it. I mean, after what Rufus said about me, nothing you really could say. But it's the misinformed criticism that's just hilarious. Like especially when somebody says, somebody said, "I don't take responsibility for my bad calls." Do you know who I am? Do you ever watch any more of my videos? Do you see the look on my face when I have a bad trade on? I'm in agony. I don't take responsibility. All I do is talk about my bad calls. All I do is talk about the mistakes that I've made. All I do is talk about things that went wrong so then we can learn. And then I rectify those situations, right? I was wrong about, the power of the rally. And then all I had to do was, hey, this stock's still going up. Buy it, right? That's it. That's just, you know, I told the story about Jimmy so many times but it's funny. It's funny. Jimmy's a different story. Jimmy, I think, might have been. Oh, I mean, everybody's a little nuts, but Jimmy was crazy. Jimmy was nuts. Jimmy, Jimmy loved me on the way in, really didn't like me on the way out. But at least somewhere I got to think that Jimmy's out there one day, and one day he'll see a video of mine on YouTube, and he's, I hate that guy. And then maybe he'll say to himself, you know what? He did tell me to sell. I just chose to ignore him. See, that's a real man. That's somebody who has that's a decent human being. Some people will just point fingers, blame others, and they really think that's their delusion. It's somebody else's fault, which is also the best part about the stock market rallying right now. Because you know how I feel about the other guy who thought it would only go up because of him. And by the way, I have found the best question to ask any Trump supporter ever. What did he do? Ask people, what did he do? Like I know, I got people in the industry. I'm like, so what did he do? What did he do? Well, he did. No, he didn't do any tax cuts for the middle class. He did tax cuts for the super rich. He didn't help you. The economy was booming under him. Nope. No, it wasn't. It was just steady as it went. So basically, that's the best defense is reality. What did he do? To me, all he did was divide the nation, made me a very hateful, spiteful person, right? I think he's torn the country. He's brought back feelings from the Civil War. That's what he's done. He's conjured up hate, divisiveness, and that's basically why I hate him so much. And I just don't understand how people that I thought were decent human beings like admire him. I mean, he's the lowest form of scum there is. There is nobody worse than a hypocrite. He's a charlatan, a con man. And it's absolutely incredible. No, to me, it's not about politics. It's about human beings. I don't care. I mean, you think Biden's a pedophile because he likes to sniff babies? I like sniffing babies. I'm not a pedophile. I like what babies smell like. I go coochie coo 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 all the time. I have parents going. I was at a concert a couple of where was I? And they had a baby sitting there. What do you think I asked? I was like, "Do you mind if I hold your baby?" I like babies. What? Does it make me a weird guy? I love babies. I like holding babies. You guys got a baby? I'll take I like babysitting. I miss my kids when they were babies. I love freaking babies. So they spend 2 weeks about how he reached in and I don't know, he tickled the baby. So, and that's all you got on the guy. He's old. You know what I say to people that you know what I say about people when they condemn him for being old? I tell them to go fuck their grandmother. Yeah. And then the best part is like when I talk to women that like Trump, I tell them, do you know who I am? I was like, my name's Kenny Glick. I'm getting pretty famous. I might be real famous one day. Can I have your home address? What? Yeah, I was just wondering. May I come to your house and grab your pussy? I'm getting pretty famous. Trump tells me it's all right. I mean, that's why I'm in it. I'm not doing this for fortune. I'm doing it for fame so I could grab pussy whenever I want. It's really that's really my main agenda here. And not just young pussy, old pussy, disgusting pussy, fat pussy, whatever that, what was that video? I got stinky pussy, red pussy, orange pussy. We got all kinds of pussy. What was that? Seriously. I mean, we just can't we just get rid of both of them? Oh, by the way, if there was a trade, Chappelle did this, the trade off from the whites to the blacks. I will give you the Bidens, all of the Bidens, except the I like them. I like his wife. She seems to be all right, but you can have her too. You could have the crackhead kid, the other kid they don't pretend to like, the kid they hold in the box. You can take them all. Take the Bidens and get them out of here. Take Pelosi and her husband out of here. Take Chuck Schumer. I used to love Chuck Schumer. He's from my old neighborhood. You could take him too. You could take all these, wanting to give the country away, Democratic liberals. You take them all, but you gotta take Trump and his disgusting, awful family with him too. And that's all I want. And take the guy with the throat. Yeah, that movie. So it's people are so misguided, and again, and I'm just telling you right now, I'm not joking, and I'm very I was gonna say very liberal with my ways of my website. I'm very open. I love helping people, unless you're delusional. And the one question that I ask people, and this is the standard question to be admitted to my website: do you really think the price of oil went down while Trump was president because of what he did? There were no policies enacted, right? We were not energy independent. So I say to people, if you really think that the price of oil went down during the pandemic because of something Trump did, and it went up because of something Biden did, don't bother showing up for real. For real, because if you're delusional, then you're never going to make money in the stock market. You got to have at least an inkling of rational thought, an inkling of what reality is. And if you don't, well, not only do I not want you on my website, you're shit out of luck. And again, I know I'm not talking to many people like that. I'm talking to these weird women with their you know who I'm talking about. These psychopaths, that they think there's two militaries. They still think I don't know how this one got started. Robert Kennedy Jr. No, JF Kennedy Jr. is actually alive running the country, which would be awesome. But I'll tell you something, my friends. Just be true to yourself. Try not to complain about things that are not in your control, and don't complain about somebody else's problems. Seriously, you're going to give yourselves an ulcer and lose all your hair. Like I told you, I got a friend. All his life is killer. Anybody here would die for my friend's life, and all he does is complain. And he always complains about the same thing. Oh, this economy stinks. Which economy stinks right now? You have three kids that are all independently wealthy. You're independently wealthy. Your wife hasn't had a job in 27 years. Which economy stinks? Explain it to me. Why does Biden stink? Why? What's so bad? The border, right? Vote me, I'll fix the border. That's the only problem we really have. Seriously. I mean, homelessness and cost of health care. But that's nobody's fault. That's corporations' fault. Anyway, vote Glick. 2028. I'm going to get new shirts. But I'll be here tomorrow. And I'm going to be live tomorrow because I just can't get enough of this stuff. So some couple of earnings reports coming out tomorrow. If you haven't come to the website, come and check it out. Come and check it out. Come and hang out with the rest of my crew. Get to know me, the true me. A lot of people think you know me. You have no idea who I am. This guy knows me. Stevie B knows me. The true nature of the guru is I help people without thinking about myself. That's the true nature of the guru. There aren't many of us. There are not many of us. And I'm also the amusement park of trading. And that's what makes it special. You want to learn about options? We get to it. You want to learn how to swing trade? Do. You want to know about extended VWAP? Boom. You want to know about this? Want to know about that? I'm pretty skilled at this now after 30 years. I could help you. All right. I just wanted to say, if I don't show up tomorrow, if I don't see you, pray for me. I'm going to hell, literally. It's 105, and the state and Athens is literally on fire. It's on fire, and I'm flying in there tomorrow night. I mean, this is insane. It is insane. But I hope I survive, and then I'm going to see Fish for a couple of nights when I get back. All right. So if you're at MSG August 4th and August 5th, I'll see you there. If I don't see you, good luck. Just send us an email. We'll send you. Everybody's allowed in. Just come and hang out. Kick the tires. Ask people. Again, me giving my own testimonial is worthless. What am I going to say? I'm terrible? Ask people what's going on. We had a woman in there. She had a $200,000 week. We got a guy up 5 or 6 million since he's met me. And they were just very simple trades. Some people didn't even know what the QQQ was before they met me. Imagine. Now they have these daily options. Oh boy, it's fantastic stuff. All right. I love you. I love you even if you hate me, right? Something like, I'm so above it now. I'm so above it. It's so funny. It's comical. I'm looking down from the high peak where I live, just looking down at the peasants and the serfs and the wannabes. It's comical, especially the people that think they know what they're talking about. And again, they'll all be exposed in this life or the next. But you know what? As the Jews say, the mitzvahs, I got enough mitzvahs that I could probably get me and 10 of you guys into heaven. Thanks, man. You're all welcome to my website. We're going to try to build a new site soon also. Get some fancy doodads, maybe even get the alert system going. I know a lot of you guys can't sit in a chat room all day like I am. So I'm trying to build it where we can send alerts. We got an app for the phone, but just like everything else, it's kind of wonky. All right, my friends. I do care about each and every one of you. Even you guys, even your haters out there. You're lost. You're sad. And I care about you. One day you'll wake up. Hopefully. All right. See ya.